Guys, this is Freedom Vape here with my very first video. How about that? Something special, alright? Today, this video is pretty much going to be about me introducing myself, my channel, and what my channel is going to be all about. As you might have guessed from my title, I am Freedom Vape, and I am going to be doing mostly vape pen reviews and all that sort of jazz with telling you what's the best out there, what's new, what you should be looking for, what you can get on a budget, what if you want to go all out, what you should get, just a wide range of things. There's just tons of different things, and I'm here to be your guide through all of the tons of information that's out there about vaping. It's relatively new. It started several years ago, but I'm here. I myself have been doing it for about a year now, and I just want to help people. I've had a long journey of getting to where I am now with all the information I know. And I'm nowhere near an expert in this, but hopefully I can help point you guys in the right direction and just get you on track and hopefully you learn something from me. I love to learn. That's why I do a lot of research on it. But call me crazy, but I like to learn, and especially about vaping. It's my favorite hobby. Anyway, like I said, I've been doing this for about a year now. Alright, vaping for me all started right around a year ago-ish, somewhere around there. My friend came over to my house, we were going to hang out, play a little bit of Call of Duty, like as we always did, and he pulled something out of his pocket. It was like a cylinder, and, well, I didn't know what it was. I just thought he was doing, I don't even know what he was doing. He pulled it out, and he put it up to his mouth and started hitting off of it. He was getting smoke, and I'm like, you can't be smoking in my house. He's like, relax, it's just a vape pen. I'm like, what's that? He's like, well, it's this fancy electronic thing that you just fill up with juice and it has nicotine in it. And sorry about that. But and you just smoke from it and you can smoke in your house. I'm like, that's awesome. I always hated, like, I smoked cigarettes for a little while. I always hated being in the cold, having to go outside and staying outside while I smoke it. It was just not fun, Well, yeah, it wasn't enjoyable. And and I was like, wow, man, I gotta get me one of them. So I asked him how much it was. He's like, there's like $20 for a starter kit. I'm like, it's worth a shot. If I don't like it, then what am I out, right? So I tried it and absolutely loved it. I think my first flavor was Skittles, and it had almost 0%, almost zero nicotine in it, and I just loved it. From then on, I just love vaping. It's just a hobby for me. There's different reasons for people to vape. You can vape to quit cigarettes. You can vape for a hobby like I do. You can do it in competition. There's competition vaping, but I'm just more of a hobbyist. I like the flavor, and I just like the motion of smoking. I don't like cigarettes because it's just really harmful, and I'm sure vaping's a little harmful, but not really that much. But I just love vaping. It's just my favorite thing to do, and I just continue to vape because I love it. It's just something I enjoy doing, and it's just like golfing. Why do people golf? They like golfing, so they continue to golf. It's expensive, but they still do it because they like it. That's why I vape. Right now, I am vaping a Aspire BDC. BDC is a bottom dual coil tank, in case for those of you who didn't know. And before this battery I have right here, see if you can see it. It's an Inno battery. It came with a starter kit I bought. See, originally I purchased an Ego battery, or an Ego entire setup that came with like a CE4 tank on it, an atomizer, and it wasn't bad. I liked it, but I let a friend borrow it. It got broken, and I was out of vape pen, so I was really upset. But after that, I found out there was a local shop near me, local vape shop, and they carried these Inno starter kits. Came with the little wick atomizers, you know, just like the Ego CE4s, exactly the same. And you know that's not bad. I got decent cloud or decent vapor from it. I want to say clouds because you know it's just a starter. And this battery, it's not even as big as my finger. There you go for scale. Not even as big as my finger. It's just a small little bugger. It's just starter, And I mean, it's not bad. I'm in the process of getting MechMod right now, which I'm gonna love. And I mean, it's not bad what I do. It's mainly the cigarette style vaping. Here. See, it's just like a cigarette puff. Nothing fancy. You can't just blow clouds and fill a room. It's just burning, just a chill vaping experience. It gives you like a chill vape, not really a hot, not like clouds. Just it's just enjoyable. It's just a calm experience. I really want to get a MechMod. I'm in the process of getting one, like I said. I think I'm gonna love that because I love it. They just give you so much more flavor, and it's just a way better experience. But for starters, this is not a bad setup. I would recommend starting out with an Ego battery. You can get them. They're about this one's not as big as my finger. The other ones are about twice as big, and you can get variable voltage. But for starting out, I would just get a regular Ego battery or something along those lines. Whatever you do not get a Vapin Plus setup. It's a battery and tank. They're like the CE4 tanks, the ones with the wicks on each side from the top, but they suck. You can get them at most gas stations for like around $10, but they're not compatible with anything else. They're similar to a bottom dual coil, I believe, but they're just awful. That's the truth of it. Is my brother got one, and it's like I tried to put like a different tank on it for him or something, but it's not compatible with anything. On these, I'll show you. Just like this tank, it's a 510 connector right here, and same with on the inside of here. And this also has threads right there on the outside for the original tank it came with. But it has threads on the inside as well, so that you can screw on this something like this with a smaller 510 connector. And that's why I love these type of batteries, because you can upgrade the tanks separate like I did, or you can upgrade the batteries separate. You don't have to purchase a whole new setup every time. But those Vapin Plus ones, not compatible with anything. The tank doesn't go on any other batteries. No other tank will go on that battery. It's just awful, and they go out really quick. That's also a downside to the CE4 style tanks I've been telling you about. I'm getting way off track here, but they're just bad. Anyway, so I recommend not buying the Vapin Plus. And oh, I almost forgot the juice I have in here. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's like a warm, like a pie-ish type of a warm, just holiday type. Obviously, is my background. Holiday type vapor. It gives it more of a warm vape. I usually like fruity stuff, like Skittles was my favorite. That I had my first flavor. There's that. I love cotton candy. My local vape shop sells one called American Flag. It tastes like blow pops. It is really interesting. I loved it. That's my hands down my favorite I've ever had. But I didn't think I'd like it, but my friend had a Captain Crunch, the same friend that got me started. He had a Captain Crunch flavor, and he had a big bottle of it. I was like, hey, you mind if I try it? So I tried it, and it actually wasn't bad. And my other friend gave me a bottle of liquid that he got like mixed up. He didn't know what flavor it was, but it was like a warmish flavor, like Captain Crunch. Also, Captain Crunch was like a deep flavor. It's hard to describe, but deep flavors like that, they give you more of a warm vape. Like the smoke is just warm, and it gives you more of a warm feeling. I don't know how other way to describe it. But the fruity flavors, which I usually smoke, I feel like they give off like a cooler feeling in the mouth, and there's even like minty flavors. Those give off a really cool feeling, almost like a menthol feeling. I love those. They almost feel like that's more of like a summer vape to me. I think just because I like the warm flavors in the winter, just like you like your house warm in the winter. That's just how I do it. That's why I've been smoking. It's 50-50. It has about 6 milligrams of nicotine in it. Nothing too strong, you know. And I love it. I mean, I wish it had more vapor production, but I mean, for a lowish end tank style like I have, it's not bad. I don't mind it. I mean, it's good for car rides. It holds. I've never even really looked at it. About 3 milliliters liquid. That's really good. Well, I mean, it's not really good, but I mean, it's good. It'll last me several days of pretty much continuous vaping. The other Ego CE4 type styles, those hold around 2.5 ish. I mean, or no, yeah, around 2. It's like a 1.6 to a 2 ish. The Vaping Plus is about 2.5. So it's a pretty decent amount. The only complaint I have is when you fill this up, you have to take the bottom piece off right here and tilt it upside down, and you put it in from the bottom. And when you take it off, this bigger round piece right here, that's the coil. You take it off, and this center cylinder is exposed, and you don't want to get any liquid in there. Bad idea. You'll just suck liquid, and it doesn't taste very good, trust me. And so you can't exactly fill it all the way up to there, so you always have about, you only have 3. You'll never, well, what I'm trying to say is you'll never have a full tank, which isn't that big of a downside because it still lasts a long time. Like, this probably took me 2-3 days of almost continuous vaping on it, and it's lasted that long. What you don't want to do is on this style also, I know I'm getting off track again, but you don't want to fill it lower than this coil right here, because what happens is when you tighten these both up, and you take a couple puffs, it creates a vacuum in there, and it brings all the liquid down into the bottom coil, so there's continuous liquid into the bottom. Like, I'm getting low right now. I should probably fill it back up. But once it gets lower than that, it just doesn't create a suction. It will start leaking on you. Like, I thought the first one I had, I thought it was broken because it was leaking, but I just never filled it up all the way. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I didn't. So now I figured out that I researched it, and there's a vacuum in there when you close them, so it pulls all the liquid down into that coil, so it'll continuously you don't get like a dry burn. Anyway, that's my setup. If you have any questions about my setup, just leave a comment, PM me, something, get a hold of me, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. I don't have any other pressing matters. If you have any suggestions for any other videos, also PM me, leave a comment, something. But I'll also have a video review of this tank. It should be up later, hopefully not too much later. And yeah, I'll have a review of it. Hopefully you guys like it. Hope you guys like this one. If you do, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and there will be lots more where this is coming from. Talk to you later.